can be really frustrating, especially as a Black woman, to see all the content online that associates being feminine with need to be found by a man. But what about character? Why is this the case? Why is it so hard to make these genuine female connections? Not bad for a store-bought matcha. So as a woman, I know firsthand how hard it can be to make genuine connections, especially as a Black woman. Too often we're pitted against each other in society. It doesn't matter what walk of life you're in, you will come across it at some point, but you tend to more heavily feel it as early as being a teenager. You start to see how you're being pitted against each other and made to feel like we need to compete for the male gaze, essentially. But the truth is, in all of that, from my teens even up until this point, I've realized that I truly want close female friendships. Okay, my hair is not as crunchy as I thought, so, oh, where's my mirror? But as you start to get older, you start to realize that these genuine female connections are much harder to come by. And sometimes I wonder, is that just me overthinking? Or am I being too picky about who I choose to become friends with in my womanhood? But the truth of the matter is, we often have to ask ourselves, so why is this the case? Why is it so hard to make these genuine female connections? And honestly, I'm starting to believe that part of it has to do with the lies and deception that we are fed on the internet about feminine energy. We're often told that we need to be perfect, that we need to be desirable and sexy to men, that we need to put our own needs aside in order to be a good partner. But these lies only serve to hold us back and prevent us from actually making these connections with other women. They start to create unnecessary barriers and distance between us. It can be really frustrating to see all the content online that associates being feminine with high value and the need to be found by a man. I'm starting to notice that so much of the content out here really focuses on just the external features and trying to be, more desirable. But what about character? We've all heard that saying, and it rings true to this day. In order to be beautiful, you have to start from the inside out. And it's so true. I am really struggling with this little donut bun right now. What really matters the most is how you treat yourself and how you treat others. That is true feminine energy. My little military bun. Plus, I believe that there's no one way to be feminine. I know we've all seen that trend, You know the trend I'm talking about, the that girl trend. I myself have become a victim of the that girl trend. And through that trend, I noticed it was like a lot of girls were just putting themselves out there. Yes, some of it was valuable content, but other girls were just clearly riding the wave of a trend and just not really seeing the actual deeper messaging and the deeper meaning behind what it means to become that girl. You should really strive to embrace who you are in 2023, whether that be a tomboy or you're entering your soft girl era, okay? I feel like I'm entering my soft girl era. And there's nothing wrong with that, as long as you are being authentic to who you are, not someone trying to fit into society's narrow versions of femininity. Oh, and let's forget the idea of I've watched a lot of maintenance vlogs, and while I do love some, there are others that kind of rub me the wrong way. They kind of ruffle a little feathers. But I'm not coming for anyone, because I too am a girl who likes to maintain herself, who likes to maintain and keep up with her appearance. With that being said, I don't think maintaining yourself caters to looking a certain way. As long as you look clean, put together, and you don't look like you coming from the streets, I don't think you need to wear nude lipstick and have neutral nail polish all the time to exude this feminine energy. Because at the end of the day, who cares what other people think? It's about what you think. It's more about what you like and what makes you feel good. In true Black girl fashion, we've got to lay the edges. So while the edges are being laid, I'm gonna do a quick little light face beat. Feminine energy is so much more than just being attractive. It's more about being true to yourself and embracing those unique quality and traits about you. So let's just stop buying into all these lies and deception and start to celebrate our feminine energy in all forms. If you guys enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more self-improvement content, then watch this video next.